Excellent. I really appreciate it.
Norfolk City Manager Marcus Jones has shaken a hand or two in his career, but never this many at one time. These hands he's shaking are connected to the bodies of employees of the Norfolk Community Services Board. The Norfolk Community Services Board was a quasi-independent organization assisting Norfolk residents with mental health, mental retardation, and substance abuse problems. On July 1st, with the turn of the new fiscal year, the Norfolk CSB officially transitioned to a department within the city of Norfolk.
And it was interesting. I thought there would be some apprehension, but there was a bit of excitement because once we started to look at the situation and once we started to see what the CSB could be like, once it was a part of the city and have all the assets and all the resources of a 5,000 person workforce, it became something that it was more, when are we going to do it and not why are we going to do it.
So what does that mean as far as differences you will see?
Our goal was for there not to be that much of a difference. You know, it's run like a governmental organization anyway. There's some fine-tuning of the structure of the way their board of directors operates. There's, of course, you know, fine-tuning of the way staff at the leadership level do their jobs. But the goal is that the staff would still come in on the 2nd of July and to the same desk, and their jobs would look the same. The consumers would show up for their appointments or receive services in the community that would look the same they did on June 30th. That was our goal. We accomplished our goal, and we're very proud of it.
Proud enough to bring many of the employees of the CSB into this auditorium to simply say,
today you're just a part of the family. You're the sisters and the brothers also. I want to welcome you. I want to welcome you to the family.
With the transition to a city-run entity comes a new website.
We have started the website mostly with information on how the transition worked, because that seems to be the people's biggest question. We have an auto link that takes you straight back to our old website, so if people are looking for specific services and things like that, who we are, where we're located, how this transition worked anyway, and just an overview of the purpose of the Community Services Board.
And some additional office space at the corner of Virginia Beach Boulevard and Monticello Avenue.
Norfolk Community Services Board, court services for mental health court and drug court, have been partnering with the Department of Probation and Parole since 1998 to provide combined case management, probation, and parole services to help offenders who are being seen by this specialized court to recover and succeed in the community. We've been providing the service together for a long time. We historically had shared some office space, but for one reason or another, the office space was given up. The space became available again. We looked at this as a wonderful opportunity to bring our case managers to be in the building right next to the same building where the probation officers again, so they really can work together on an everyday basis to make sure that we are helping all of these folks achieve what they're trying to achieve, is to overcome their criminal charges and at the same time to stabilize their mental health and their substance abuse issues.
Achievements here and achievements for the entire Community Services Board joining with the City of Norfolk. Each person got a handshake from the city manager, a mermaid lapel pin, and a request.
I want you to find joy in being a part of this team.
If you want joy, I got it.
Good, good. I know that the CSB is going to be one of those departments where other localities across the state and across the country come here to benchmark us because we're doing it better than anybody else.
For Norfolk News Now, I'm John Linka.